Hi everyone, it's your girl Faith, your favorite Chevening YouTuber. You guys already know I got you. And for anyone who is interested in winning Chevening this year, I've decided to just make a quick video for you because I feel like people always wait till when the scholarship application opens to start preparing to win the scholarship. And if you've known one thing on this channel, I always say that the worst time to start applying for a scholarship is at the time the application is open. You need to start as early as like several months before because, to be honest, there's a lot of work to be done. So let's say you're watching this video and you want to win Chevening in 2025, then I have a couple of tips for you. Why should you listen to me? If you're new on this channel, I won Chevening and I've helped over 100 people to win the Chevening scholarship. And so I've also interviewed the three Chevening program officers actually, and well over 20 Chevening scholars. So trust me, I know what I'm saying, okay? So what should you do if you want to win Chevening this year? The first thing you need to do is to decide what course you want to study now. It is so important because your course is really what defines everything else that you put together in your application. Your leadership and networking is to show them your experiences and everything that you have. And then your career plan is to show them what you've thought about. But what ties everything in your application together is the course that you want to study. Now, once you know the course you want to study, then you start thinking about how can I be a competitive candidate to study this course? How can I convince them that they need to sponsor me to study this course? Now, Chevening has a lot of requirements. One of the requirements is 2 years working experience, someone that has a great idea, someone with leadership potential, someone that is good with networking. I always say that when you're working on a Chevening application, ensure that everything is related to a profile that you're trying to project. So let's say you want to apply for an MBA. You want to ensure that you're already building business-related experiences, whether it's through volunteering or creating your own business or joining business-related communities. You want to start now to start to fill in the gaps. So let's say you want to apply for an MBA, obviously, and you need to create things for like your leadership, your networking, your career plan. You can ask yourself, do I have strong examples that is related to this course I want to study? Let's say you want to study child education. Have I worked in a school? Have I volunteered for an NGO that is related to child development? What have I done? If you've not done anything, the best time to do them is now. So from January, identify organizations or places that you can volunteer with, work with, join, and do stuff with. It's so important to start to fill in the gaps now. So what organizations can I apply to work with? What volunteering opportunities can I create for myself? What projects can I even do? If you don't have enough networking examples, then you need to start thinking about what ways can I network now? What things can I do now? For example, if you were rejected last year, you know that obviously maybe there were some gaps in your application. This is the time to start working on those gaps. Go and watch my leadership networking career plan and studying the UK essays, because I talk a lot about how to ace the Chevening scholarship essays. So go and watch them and ask yourself, do I have any of these examples she's talking about? Do I have any of these experiences? If you don't have them, then now is the time to start working on them. It's so key. Another thing that also affects people is referees. Many people don't have a relationship with their lecturers in uni, and you don't want to wait till when you are applying for the scholarship and you're like, oh, who's going to be my referee? And then they don't answer you or they air you. This is the time for you to start reaching out to your referees, building a relationship with them, so that when you need the reference, they can talk about you. Because the thing is, Chevening is very particular about every single part of your application. So don't look down on any part as not important. Also, if you're interested in winning Chevening or any scholarship at all, have you gotten your passport? Have you gotten your transcript? Have you gotten your certificate? If you have not and you're serious about getting a scholarship this year, you're already late. Also, another thing I'd like to highlight is you need to get all of those documents, because if you don't get the documents, a lot of schools require you to have a passport. Even Chevening requires a means of ID. So it just helps to start getting all of those documents now. Also, it helps to start identifying the schools that you want to apply to, because one thing that also affects people is their school choices, getting rejected from their schools. So start to figure out what schools can I apply to and what do those schools require, and start working on getting those requirements. Don't wait till when the applications open. Start working on everything now. One final tip I'll give you, which is like a kind of like game-changing secret, is that you need to identify a scholar that got the scholarship in your field. You don't need to talk to them. You don't need to interact with them. Go through their LinkedIn, go to their social media page, and just check what have they been doing. What are some of the initiatives they've been doing? What are some of their career choices and progressions? That can give you an insight into some things that you can imbibe or incorporate into your own life. So I'll say that that's something that is very key for you to learn. One final thing I'll say is you should totally sign up for the AFM Stories Scholarship Masterclass happening in February. All of the details is going to be in the link in my description. See, this year I got you guys. We are going to get a scholarship together. So one thing I would say is sign up for our masterclass. We're going to be talking about how to win fully funded scholarships like Chevening, Commonwealth, Island government, university scholarships across the world, basically, from how to find them, how to apply. Because one thing I realized is people always focus on only the popular scholarships like Chevening, Commonwealth, MasterCard, but there's so many scholarship opportunities that you can get that can also change your life. If you're not someone that wants to stay in the UK, if you're not someone that wants to obviously return back to your home country, so let's say you want to stay in the UK, Chevening might not be the best for you because it requires you to return. If you're someone that wants to jackpot, you can explore getting scholarships that allow you to stay back. So the thing is, don't put all your eggs in one basket. If you want Chevening is perfect. I got Chevening. 2 years later, I'm back in the UK on the Global Talent Visa. So that's fine. But if you know that your ultimate goal is to jackpot, then don't limit yourself. I have a scholarship masterclass and you should totally join. Check the link in my description. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you don't miss all of my awesome tips and tricks. All right, guys. Bye.